Claxton with a 1st and 10 with a big quarterback named Beasley. Taking the snap, they'll sit it off on the right side on a sweep play. The Bulldogs will come over at around the 14 and make a tackle near the near sideline. Looked like Brandon Chubb, a senior Bulldog from the defensive line, involved in that play. 2nd down and 17 for the Tigers, as Beasley is going to keep the football, and he's going to be hit right around the 11, possibly the 12, on a nice tackle maybe by Nathan Belch and others. 3rd down and 14 for Claxton. They're going to run it to the near side, and again the Bulldogs pursue, and Jimmy Edwards makes a tackle coming to the near sideline, and that's going to be 3rd and real long. Here's a punt up high into the air and not too deep. And Belch catches the ball, runs to the 45 to the 35 to the 30. It scoots down the sideline and is knocked out of bounds at around the 25. So the Bulldogs have a real short field and a great opportunity here to score their 6th offensive touchdown of the opening quarter in what will be their last 30 ball games, dating all the way back to 2013. Let's check the quarterback situation. Last week, Jordan Usher was the starting QB, a senior dog, but tonight it's going to be the sophomore. It's going to be Dalton McBride, as the Dogs have a 1st and 10 and a scoreless game starting at the Claxton 23. The Bulldogs start off showing an I formation, which, by the way, when they came here back in 2011, they went to the I. They stay in the I, and the handoff goes to the fullback, and he'll take it down to the 20-yard line. Bronza Jones carrying the football on a short gain. Of course, the Dogs, although that's a big penalty, sometimes it's just a little 5-yarder that hurts them, but this is a 10-yarder. 3rd down and more than a dozen as Morgan goes in motion. The Bulldogs will reverse it off to the near side of the field. Open running space. The ball's run inside the 20, down to the 15, and down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. By a dog wearing number 87, that's Tyrese Lewis. He is a freshman. 1st down and goal. They're inside the 10-yard line. Scoreless ball game. McBride under center. The ball's down at the 6-yard line. Morgan in motion. Pitch to him. Going to the outside. Keyshawn looks for an opening. Now is hit right at the goal line, and he barrels in for a Bulldog touchdown. The Toombs County Bulldogs have scored a first quarter touchdown with 7:21 to play in the opening quarter. Keyshawn Morgan, the sophomore, on the run, and now Rick Tinoco, a fellow sophomore, will come out and try the point after. As the Dogs have scored a first quarter touchdown for the 4th time this season, and 6 times in their last 30 ball games. Here's the snap from Cameron Panic. The hold by Luke Anderson. The kick is up into the air. A nice tight end over ender, and it is good. And the Toombs County Bulldogs lead 7-0. The defense gets a stop, forces the punt. It was short, a good return by Belch, and then the Dog offense grinds out a touchdown. And the Dogs lead 7-0 as we take a break on Y101. Beasley taking the snap a little high. They run the same play again, and Landon Cowart makes a tackle at the 24-yard line. A Bulldog senior, very good tackler, tackling Williams to the ground. And tomorrow at the Cedar Crossing Baptist Church, a fundraiser. They throw across the middle, and the ball is caught for a 1st down across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Good throw by Beasley. And the grab made by one of his wide receivers. So Claxton gets out of the hole on that catch by DJ Bruton. Beasley back in the shotgun, Williams with him. Turns, and they run that same play again where they reverse it off to the near side. And this time the 101 tackle is made by Jimmy Edwards, and it was a decisive tackle at the 34-yard line. Church 6 to 8 tomorrow night, and they'll also be selling barbecue. Beasley guns it left side on the slant. The ball is caught, and he releases and separates from the Bulldog defense, running inside the 35 to the 30, and finally the Dogs will make the tackle at the 20 on the catch by Furman. Snap to Beasley. Fakes it into the backfield, guns it across the middle. The ball is deflected, falls to the turf, and incomplete. So deflected by somebody on the line of scrimmage. He didn't have much height on that throw, and it was, I guess, easy to deflect. Somebody reached out with the hand and knocked it to the turf. And it's 4th down, and the offense for Claxton staying on the field with the Tigers trailing the Bulldogs 7-zip. 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. Temperature game time in the 70s. With their short passing game, they had little backs that could really run. One of them was named Mincy. Play fake. Beasley will throw it right side up in the air, and the ball is caught toward the boundary, but I don't think they're going to pick up near enough for the first down, and the Bulldogs will get the defensive stop. Dogs will take over, so they yield a big play, but they did not yield any points, and they still lead 7-0 as the offense will come out of the field. Dalton McBride feeds the fullback. Bronza Jones runs it right side. And following his offensive line, including Cody Fuller, who was way downfield, into that second level, he picks up a nice gain on first down. Pick up a 5. Motion from Tyrese Kipp back to the other way. The Bulldogs will run it. It's Dalton McBride going to the outside. Here he is in open space. Now he's tripped up across the 39 to the 40-yard line with a Bulldog first down. But we have a penalty flag back in the offensive backfield. Bronza Jones was down on the ground with 2 Tigers, and the penalty flag was thrown near those 3. So the Bulldogs go backwards. And now it's 2nd and 14. McBride with motion behind him, fakes the pitch, drops back, throws it 101 down the center of the field, and the ball is caught and intercepted by Claxton. Tried to hit Mark Johnson, but the defensive back had outstanding position, and he just reached in there and made the pick. I believe that's Zach Tillman, number 15. Beasley seems to have a real good touch on those short balls. I saw one highlight of him. I guess it was on one of the Savannah stations last Friday when I got home from the Bulldog game, and he was throwing a deep ball. They were playing Savannah Christian. Motion to the near side of the formation. Beasley dropping back. Here's pressure, and the Bulldogs chase him, and he throws the ball slightly into the ground. A good pass rush there from Jordan Usher and DJ Matthews, and also Brandon Chubb, who loves to rush the passer. And the Claxton Tigers have a 1st and 10 with 58 seconds to play in the opening quarter at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Joe Mendez anchoring the center of the Bulldog defensive line. Right beside him, Wayne Denson. We've seen Jordan Usher playing some defense tonight. Here's Bruton running the football, and he's hit right near the line of scrimmage. May have cracked the 30, but then the Dogs came over with a solid lick. Will basically be a 2nd down play. They're going to need 10 for the first down. Beasley dropping back. Pressure. He's going to chunk it long and deep down the right side. Incomplete, but there's plenty of contact on Karis Harden, and they're going to call pass interference on a throw intended for Devin Hagan. Beasley in the gun will reverse it off to the right side. Williams running. He's got open space, goes inside the 10. The Bulldogs beat him at the 6 and tackle him there. Claxton with the football trying to tie the ball game up with a 2nd down. They need just 1 for the first down. Here's Williams to the outside. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage aggressively in a 101 by Nathan Belch. And a loss on that play as he tackled him to the boundary, and he knocked over the 10-yard marker. 3rd and 4.5 for the Claxton Tigers. Bruton in motion. Back goes Beasley. Plenty of time. Throws it to Bruton. Makes a catch. He's behind the line of scrimmage, and he's gang tackled by the Bulldogs at the 14. Wayne Denson involved in that tackle from the defensive line, as was DJ Matthews and Landon Coward. And the Tigers are going to try a field goal. It will be a 31-yarder. Certainly a makeable shot here from the left hash for a right-footed soccer-style kicker. And the kick is up into the air, but it's way off to the right. Had the distance, but not close. And the Bulldogs still pitching their shutout and leading 7-0. McBride under center. Tyrese Kent in motion behind him. Now the Bulldogs will run a reverse for DJ Matthews. He's in open space. He's up to the 37, and he has a Bulldog first down as he's tackled at near the 38. Underway, 9:35 to play in the second quarter with the Dogs leading 7-0 on a Keyshawn Morgan run. Morgan's in motion. McBride keeps the football. There he goes to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 38, and he's finally tackled. He had a wide receiver downfield blocking well. That may have been, I don't know if Keyshawn Morgan was over there, but maybe somebody else doing a great job blocking downfield. I thought I saw a 15. It may have been Luke Anderson, who laid off a nice block on the left side. Motion to the wide side of the field, and the pitch to Morgan. He juggled it a little. He goes to the 30, to the 25. He's tripped up, and he tumbles down to around the 24. Keyshawn with a nice run on that pitch play that's been successful for the Bulldogs on third down plays. That time the Dogs got enough for the first down, a gain of more than 10. The Claxton Tigers kick the ball short, and Nathan Belch picks it up at the 35 and runs to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Now he's breaking down the left sideline, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and nobody's going to track him down. Belch to the 10, to the 5, and he's in the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. With 11:47 to go in the third quarter, Belch returns the kickoff. McBride talking to Jones. Also, Jordan Usher, who's in the offensive package, is a wide receiver. Bulldogs tighten up their formation. Tyrese Kidd in motion. And Bronza Jones is going to try to get that first down, but boy, there was no hole there. He ran into 3 Tigers. It didn't look like anybody was blocking for him. Let's check the quarterback situation for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Of course, the Dogs have a great option on a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1, and that is the senior Jordan Usher, and he is going to check in, and he's going to try to pick up this first down, perhaps from the QB position, following his center, Willie Campbell. Usher's big enough to be a lineman in this game, and of course he does play on the defensive line, and you got to figure he can get this on a 4th and 1. Usher will hand it off to Landon Cowart. The ball comes out. It's picked up by Keyshawn Morgan, and he's going to try to pick up the first down, but he's going to be tackled at around the 14.5 or maybe the 14. It looked like Usher was trying to give it to Landon Cowart. The ball popped up. Morgan picked it up. Then he barreled ahead. And let's see if he was able to pick up the first down. He did. Keyshawn Morgan with another big play on offense. He has scored the only touchdown of the game. And Dalton McBride is back in at QB for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Motion from Keyshawn Morgan. Landon Cowart takes the handoff, and he fights forward. He squirts through a hole and goes down to the 5. He was pushing and pushing, and then he suddenly surged through a little hole and picked up some good yardage on that first down play, a gain of 6. McBride will keep the football and take a real big hit from at least 4 Tigers moving to his left. He faked the handoff to Jones, and the defense did not buy it. They thought he had the football, and he ran it. So now it's going to be 3rd down for the Toombs County Bulldogs, and they need 4. 7-0. Dogs leading. Jimmy Edwards is checked into the ball game. He's usually in to block. Jordan Usher is back under center on this 3rd down play. A flanker and a receiver out to the left of the formation, which is the wide side of the field over to the left. And Usher will keep it, I believe, and dive toward the end zone. And did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown Bulldogs on a 4-yard run by the senior Jordan Usher, who scored the Dogs' only points last week at home against Tatnall. Late in the 4th quarter with about 1:25 to go. And now the Dogs lead 13-0. And Rick Tinoco will try to tack on the extra point with Cameron Paddock, number 63, snapping, and Luke Anderson, number 15, holding. And number 24 has moved the tee a little bit to the right. And he's getting ready to drill one of these PATs for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Here's a snap and hold. Kick up in the air. He didn't hit it real solidly, but he got it through. And it is 14-zip. Bulldogs leading. 4:41 to go in the 2nd quarter as we take a break. You're listening to Dog Football on Y101. The defense has yielded some plays in the passing game. They've done a pretty good job stopping Claxton's running game, and the Dog offense has been moving the ball successfully. Tinoco kicks it, and it's returned from the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the outside to the 30 to the 35, and the Bulldogs will finally make a tackle up around the 42-yard line. Him at halftime, his father, of course, assistant coach Derek Fitzgerald. Beasley guns it down the left side, and there's a penalty flag. Nathan Belch was going 101 down the near side where the ball was thrown to. And let's see if Belch is guilty of pass interference on the 101 coverage of Furman. We'll see. Beasley back in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers in motion to the near side, and he's going to run it. Here comes Furman down to the 40, and he's tackled. 101 by Landon Cowart. They've decided to move it to a warmer time of the year, and that's November and early December. There's a slant in again. Beasley tried to hit Hunter, breaking across the middle. The throw was into the ground and incomplete. Coverage from Karis Harden, and he was right on him. Stops the clock with 3:18 to go, and will make the situation 3rd and 10 for the Tigers from the Bulldog 45. Beasley awaiting the snap. Here it is. Play fake, and he's going to throw across the middle. Has a man, makes a catch to the 35, to the 30, to the 25. The Bulldogs will make the tackle near the 22 on the catch by DJ Bruton.
First down, Claxton.
Tigers get out of the 3rd and 10 with a first down throw. 2:41 to go before the break. And the Dogs leading Claxton 14-0. The Tigers inside the Bulldog 33 with a first and long. They need about 20, I guess, for the first down. And Beasley dropping back, no pressure. He's going to throw it long and deep to Bruton, and it's off his fingertips and incomplete inside the 10. He had a chance to catch that ball and score 6. But he didn't bring it in, and it hit fingertips for sure. Beasley, play fake, drops back, throws. Ball's caught this time by Bruton. He gunned it in there, and Bruton, who dropped the ball just moments ago, catches a hard-thrown ball and takes it down to the 18, where he runs into Keyshawn Morgan, and Keyshawn is not getting up right now. He's on his side and now rolling to his back and injured, and here comes athletic trainer Blake Brooks to check him out. Keyshawn has been dinged up late in the season. Now he's trying to get up on his own.
3rd and 6.
And we got a timeout on the field as the Bulldogs are walking over toward the sideline. From the 18, Beasley looks and fires into the end zone as a man wide open touchdown with a penalty flag down over on the left side of the field as he hits Jaden Wingfield. Camp, center of the field, near the post, right in front of it, and he catches it for 6. But remember, a penalty flag off the play, and number 8, Furman, is acting like it's against him, maybe offensive pass interference. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, that's going to negate the touchdown, and that was not even the intended receiver. Wingfield wide open, center of the field, caught it. He had to wait on it and make sure that he didn't drop it. He thought he had 6, but he doesn't. It's going to be 3rd down. Looks like it's about 20 again. Might be a little less than that. Beasley with a receiver out to the left, nothing out to the right, so he's looking left. He's under pressure. He throws it a little high and incomplete. All right, let's see if the Dogs can make something happen either with the defensive line or the defensive secondary. On 4th down and real long, Beasley dropping back. Now he's under pressure, and the Dogs will sack him back at the 35. Sacked by Irvin Mincy, the sophomore. And the defensive line makes a play for the Toombs County Bulldogs on 4th down, and now the Dogs will take over, still pitching the shutout and leading 14-0 with 2:10 to play in the opening half. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. They got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to work on their 2-minute offense, with Mark Johnson in the game split out to the right. Dalton McBride in an empty backfield as a quarterback. Snap to McBride, catches it one-handed. Now he's rolling to the left. He's going to elect to run the football to the 35, to the 40, and he goes to the boundary, and he's pushed out. Crossing the 43, and we'll see if they give him the 44. The Dogs need the 44.5 to get the first down. That'll stop the clock with 2:01 to play in the half. They mark him out at the Bulldog 42. Motion, and here's a sweep play, and the Dogs will run it to the 45, to the 50, and breaking away is Bronza Jones. He breaks a tackle, and there he goes down the right side to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, diving to the pylon. He did not get in, but Bronza Jones almost did. Running the ball as a 2-back and not a 3-back, because normally he's a fullback type. And he busts the big play with 1:49 to go here in the second quarter in Claxton. Bulldogs from the right hash try to score more points. Landon Cowart carrying the football, pushing everybody toward the goal line. And they're going to call him down short of the goal.
Elston Morgan on his 5th tackle. Third down.
Mark Johnson split out to the left. 2 receivers that way. The other one might be Jordan Usher. And what are the Bulldogs going to do? They're going to run it right up the middle. Is that Usher? Let's see. The Dogs get into the end zone according to Usher, and a touchdown for Bronza Jones. So Bronza, who set up the big play, the touchdown run with a long run, has scored 6 to put the Bulldogs up 20-zip. And Tinoco will bring the tee out and try to make it 21-0. And you know it's been a tough football season for the Bulldogs when you lose 8 in a row. After opening up the season with a win over Johnson, they got to be feeling good approaching halftime. A feeling they haven't had in a long time. Hold by Anderson, and the Tinoco kick. This time he drilled it and threw. Dogs leading 21-0 as we take a break with just 59 seconds remaining in the opening half on Y101. And McBride will go down to the knee, hand it to the white hat, and the Bulldogs, for the first time in a long time, get to run into the locker room feeling real good about themselves. Maybe when they played at Vidalia, when they made that run in the second quarter and Tinoco kicked that big field goal right before halftime, they were feeling good. But tonight, they get to take the 21-0 lead over Claxton into the locker room. Coming up next, we got our halftime show on the way on your home of the Dogs, Y101. Off for 6. Nathan Belch with a big play. A senior honored last week on senior night, and he scores on a long return. And now the Bulldogs lead 27-0. Nathan, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been waiting on you to have a night like this, and you made 2 big plays to start off the third quarter. Describe how you did what you did, returning the kick and the punt for touchdown.
I mean, I wanted to give the coaching and all the players, show them that I'm still with them till the end and always going to be there for them. So I wanted to show them that what I'm able to do.
That kick was not to you, but you ran over there and picked it up and ran it in.
Yes, sir. I seen that he missed it, so I was like, I might as well pick it up and try to get as much yards as I can.
At what point did you know you were gone on that play?
When I seen Irvin make the big block.
What did he do?
He was running and he knocked him out.
Claxton will punt. Back goes Nathan Belch. Can he continue his big night? He's a single safety. Punt up into the air and deeper this time. Belch will watch it hop, pick it up at the 28, runs to the 33, going to the outside. Can he break free? There he goes. 40, 45, 50. He's trying to get to open space down the sideline. He does. He's running down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he tippy-toes into the end zone for another special teams touchdown. Nathan Belch. He's realizing my dream for him. I always thought he had big play potential, and of course injuries have haunted him both last year and this year, but tonight in Claxton, it's all happening in his final Bulldog football game. And the Dogs have rolled up 33 points, and Belch has returned both a kickoff and a punt for touchdowns tonight.
I was going to fair catch it, but then I seen that it was open, so I just picked it up and ran it.
And that was a little bit more difficult to get into the end zone.
Yes, sir. Well, I had to make a few cuts, and then when I seen the opening, my hamstring started pulling, so I was like, I got to push through it and lead the team.
Yeah, you've been dealing with that for a lot this season. What is it like to have a hamstring problem?
Well, it's difficult because it can last up to 8 weeks, but I've been stretching it, and Blake been icing it and putting heat on it and making me feel better.
Keyshawn Morgan back out of the field. He was shaken up. He's in the defensive secondary as a safety. Nathan Belch is a corner. Andre Clark's in the defensive secondary, and so is Tyrese Kent. And the secondary has been tested tonight by the Claxton passing game. 21 seconds to go in the half. Beasley dropping back. He's going to throw it long. Left side, a chance to pick it. And Nathan Belch does right before halftime. The Dogs' first pick of 2015. He almost got one last week against Tattnall County, backpedaling and falling to the ground. This time, almost the same situation, backpedaling down to the ground. He picks it at the 28. You also did something tonight that no Bulldog has done all season. You intercepted a pass. You almost got one last week. Same style, kind of falling backwards. You picked one tonight here.
Yes, sir. Well, I know they were going to throw it. It's 4th down and 10. So and he's bigger than me, so I knew they were going to try it. So then I was in cover 4 and seeing that he threw it short and grabbed it.
You think you're going to remember this night for a long time?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. Nathan Belch, number 1 of the Toombs County Bulldogs, like all the dogs tonight, smiling after this ball game. The Southeast Bulldog varsity tonight, coached by Pat Collins, playing Appling County, and a crossover to see who goes to state. Beasley dropping back, guns it across the middle. The ball's caught by Bruton at the 43, but the Dogs make a quick tackle. Edwards again playing a fine game tonight, wrapped him up with a little help from DJ Matthews and Tyrese Lewis. That's going to make it 3rd down, but Jimmy Edwards, another one of the fine players tonight for the Bulldogs, and he'll be back next year.
Pass interference against Bulldogs.
But he could certainly gut it down the field. The Bulldogs have seen some real good quarterbacks this season. Kid at Dodge is very good. The Appling kid was very quick. Of course, Collins in Brantley County made 2 big plays on actually broken plays to help beat the Bulldogs on the road. And, of course, the Pierce quarterback really good. And the Cook quarterback good, too. There's a run to the right. The Bulldogs will make the tackle at the 39-yard line on the carry by Furman. Short pickup there. Took it back for 6. Run up the middle. And here come a bunch of Bulldogs making the tackle on Hunter. He surged for a game, but then I guess at least 4 Bulldogs. Jonas Smith was there, Landon Coward, and others. Beasley taking the snap. Play fake, plenty of time, rolling to his right, being chased, penalty flag down. He throws it short, the ball is caught, and run to the right side by Williams with a flag in the backfield. You got to figure that's a holding call against those Claxton offensive linemen. Low snap, Beasley picks it up off the ground and throws it across the middle into the ground and incomplete. And the Bulldogs will take over on downs on the 4th and 15 play. The sophomore quarterback, Dalton McBride, ready to go. McBride will feed it inside. The Dogs will run this one nicely. Jaden Sistrunk spinning across the 50 and going to the 48. The Dogs needed 15 for the first down. He picked up a real big chunk of that on that run. It'll leave the Bulldogs with about 4 to pick up the first down, so a gain of 11. Sistrunk is a sophomore. And there's a pitch to the outside of Keyshawn Morgan, and he's upended again as he crossed the 48, diving to the 45. That's the second time he's been tackled and has gone up into the air and landed down on the ground. He comes up short of the first down by about a yard, so he gains 3. Claxton moving around on the defensive line, and the handoff goes to Sistrunk. He was hit at the line, but he spun off to the left and picks up the Dog first down. And here's a penalty flag off the ball. Jordan Usher is in at quarterback. Now DJ Matthews shifts to the right of the formation. And Usher will pitch it out to Tyrese Lewis, and there he goes inside the 20 to the 15 to the outside, cuts it into the 10 to the 5, keeps running, and scores a touchdown. He's a Bulldog senior. He's in the end zone, and the Dogs have 40. Nice pitch from Jordan Usher, senior to senior. And then Tyrese made some moves going down the near sideline, and he scores. Jaden Sistrunk is a 3-back. And McBride will pitch it out to the outside to Keyshawn Morgan. He's running to the 45, to the 50, to the 45. He's trying to break free to the 30, to the 25. He's got one man to beat. He's not able to beat him coming to the near side. He's tackled inside the 20-yard line. Back on Y101, the Bulldogs with basically the JV unit out there right now trying to score a touchdown to start off the fourth quarter. Last time the Bulldogs came here was when Jamar Smith was a freshman, and he scored the only Bulldog touchdown in that ball game late. The Dogs that particular evening had actually gone to the I formation to open up the offense. That was the year the Bulldogs went 2-8. And, of course, they won their final 2 games, and then they came back the next year in 2012 and went 7-3, and that's the year they beat Benedictine, and that's the last time a Toombs County football team has beaten a team. It was a winning team above 500, and that team also went to the state playoffs and I believe went to the second round. Ashley at quarterback, putting Hunt in motion, pitching to him, and Hunt cuts it up and dances into the end zone with a Bulldog touchdown. So the Bulldogs lead 47-zip. I speculated earlier, when's the last time the Bulldogs won a game like this? I think it might be back in the 2012 season when they hammered Montgomery County in Mount Vernon. 32 seconds to go. Claxton running the sweep play, and the Bulldogs will make the tackle to 25. Kind of a sit-down tackle there by Terrell Williamson. T-Real, as they call him. He'll be wrestling for the Toombs County Bulldogs. He wears number 88. His mother is a Emmylou Harris fan who performed this week on the Y101. If you don't believe me, go to tombsnow1.com. You can see it on the YouTube. That's it. 2-1, and Lyman Guy, I guess, or somebody took, it wasn't a Gatorade bath, but it was a water bath. May have been Coach Farrell. Yeah, I think it was Ike Farrell. Bulldogs win 48-16, and they're celebrating this one. They're going to finish at 2-8, and so are the Claxton Tigers. The seniors go out victors, and everybody's happy on a Friday night. Now they're going to dump water on somebody else. They're chasing him around. Who is that? Is that Coach Hayes? I didn't realize Coach Hayes was that quick. He escapes from the bath. All right, we'll take a break. I'll come back. I'll be on the field. We'll be talking to Dogs and head coach Lyman Guy. Final score, Toombs County 48 and Claxton 16 on Y101.